Hello, and welcome to your Style Matters with Renee. I am Renee Lindo. I'm a personal stylist, and I guide women on their style journey from confused and overwhelmed to confident and really looking and feeling great. We do this by creating polished wardrobes and really functional closets that align with their personal brand so that when they show up and put their hand up for more. They show up with confidence. They show up looking and feeling great. Because we know when we look good, we feel good. So, thank you for joining. If it is your first time, glad to have you. These sessions or these my LinkedIn lives to be very interactive. So if you have questions, be sure to drop chat. If they're colleagues who think would enjoy this content and learn, share it with them, have them join as well. The more the merrier. And let me know where you are joining from. Put in the comments if you are watching live or if it's the replay, because I know a lot of folks watch the replay. And we will get started. Let me check the chat if there's anything in the chat as yet. Nothing in the chat yet, but please, I'd love to know who is here, who is joining. And as I said, bring your questions, drop your comments. I'm always excited to talk about style and to really help women, men, help people to tap into the power of your style. Your style is really a tool, and it is such an important tool. I don't think we leverage enough. And so hopefully the tips that I share and what I talk about on LinkedIn and my other platforms will help you to do so. Hi, Deirdre. Good to have you. Thanks for joining. Okay, so today's topic is so the show is Your Style Matters with Renee, and today's topic is trends. We're talking all about trends. Well, we're in spring now, and so I thought it'd be a good time to talk about, I guess, trends in general. But what I wanted to preface this conversation with just a few things about trends. And Renita, good to have. Yeah, so we're talking trends today. So just a few things about trends. Okay, so when I work with clients, it's really important that we build closets that are not trendy, right? I think there's a big difference between being trendy and being on trend. Trendy just tends to be stuff that, they have no staying power. They come and they go. They're a flash in the pan, and they're just can't they don't last very long. Whereas being on trend really is just more about being current, being more about knowing what is happening, knowing what is, what's the latest, what looks fashionable, not to say that you're going to wear trends or that you even need to, and most people don't even really need to know what is trending. It is just it's about being current. And why that is important, especially in a professional setting, is that the way you show up, the way you dress, we know about first impressions. I talk about that a lot on in the content I share. But when you show up, when you look dated, people also assume that your skill set and your skills are dated, right? So they have and they make these quick first impressions. So it's important to not necessarily be trendy, but to look current. And so I'm going to talk about some of the styles that are trending in fashion right now. Hey, Marcello, good to have you. Good to see you. All right. So, and there are also some that I'm going to decide whether or not I'm going to participate in. And I also offer that up to you as well. Not because it's trending or trendy means that you have to wear it. Um, Absolutely not. I think what is important is that if something is current, you want to think about, do you like it? Does it work well for your body shape? Does it fit your personality? All of those things are important before you decide to, okay, I'm going to buy it because this is the latest style or the latest thing in fashion. That doesn't work. All that happens is that it stays in your closet, and you never wear it because you don't have the things to wear with it. You don't feel like it's you, and you really want your clothing to speak to who you are, and to it's an expression of who you are. So you want to ensure that what you invest in, what you spend your money in, really speaks to you. So we think about that I would love, even if it wasn't style or the latest trend. And I'll share a person for my body shape. I tend to be a pear body shape. So I like to wear wide leg pants. I find that I love the style. I think it's quite elegant and it works great for my shape. It elongates, and anybody else who tends to be a pear or a triangle shape, wide leg pants look great. Skinny jeans were in. I mean, skinny jeans, you're going to wear what you like. But now we're hearing that skinny jeans are not in. But when skinny jeans were really the rave, everybody was wearing skinny jeans, I still wore my wide leg pants because they worked for me and I loved how they looked on. And I always liked that silhouette. So not because it was not in the trend meant that I stopped wearing it, but it worked for me. So I encourage you about that as you are deciding what you're going to invest in. As I said, it's okay for some trends to pass you by and you just watch from the sidelines. And I'm going to talk about some of those that are happening right now that I'm going to say, not for me so much. So just think about, so that just wanted to preface this convo with some of those thoughts. So we have some new folks joining. Awesome. Renée, Deirdre, Pamela, good to have you all. All right, so let's get into it. So the trends and what's trending. So I made some graphics, so hopefully they will work. One of the big trends is color. I don't think that's a surprise to anyone. We're seeing a lot of color everywhere, whether it's bright oranges. So actually, what is the kind of quote unquote hot color? What we're going to be seeing a lot of as we move into more spring and summer is what they're calling it. I think the term is sunset shades, which are like the oranges and yellows and kind of the mandarin marigold colors. I have a cheat sheet here, so pardon me if I keep checking. So those orange colors, we're seeing a lot of fuchsia. So I'm seeing a lot of color. So if you have a particular color that you like, wear the color, and it's bold, vibrant colors. Okay, so and along with colors, we're seeing color blocking. Let me see if I can find that graphic. Perfect. So color blocking, hope you can similar. I wore an outfit last blue dress and I had green shoes. So color is just where you're wearing colors together that maybe you would not ordinarily match, right? They're just different and bold and vibrant. So this grouping I put together for a client, it's orange pants and a purple top, an orange shorts and an orange top. So just think of different colors. Color blocking can be green with pink, blue with red, purple and brown, purple and orange, red and purple. So anything, they talk about using the color wheel and using opposites sides of the color wheel. For color blocking, I just like putting colors together that please my eye, that look great to my eye. So that's a big trend is color. All right. The next thing that we are seeing is cutouts. So I know that some women may be afraid of cutouts. Well, not afraid, but they'll be more apprehensive to wearing cutouts. They feel it's maybe too revealing or too young or any of those things because they're cutouts. But I encourage you to think of it a little bit differently. They don't have to be cutouts where your entire midsection is exposed, because that can be, I didn't like to expose my midsection either. I'm getting more comfortable doing that. And I just exposed just a sliver. I think that's okay. That's fine for me. That jives for me and my personality. But cutouts are a huge trend. So think about cutouts being strategically placed. So it could be a cutout. I don't know if you can see this here, like right at the waist. So, nothing is exposed, just a small sliver at the waist. I did a post recently and I had a cutout back, the best and the sides. Here's another example with the sides cutout. So think of cutouts. It could be, sometimes there's a shoulder, not a cold shoulder, but like a detail, like cutout piece here or cutout piece. We're seeing a lot of the side cutouts. You don't feel exposed, but you're still on trend, right? And I love that style. So that is something that I am definitely wearing and very comfortable with. And as I said, if you have any questions, drop in the chat and I'll get to them as I can. The next one we have, okay, so shoes. So what's trending for shoes? So what I what I think is very apparent for this season anyway is pretty much whatever your style is, there's a trend that is going to work for you. And we're seeing this particularly with shoes. We're going anywhere from, we're seeing platform shoes all the way over to what we're calling very minimal shoes. And I don't know if I have, so if you can see this here, this is what it would be minimal. So they're just very thin straps, not a lot of detail and fuss, similar to this one as well. And then you also have the platform where you have a thicker bottom. We're seeing thicker bottoms again here with this sandal, where the entire, what would I say, the entire footbed is much thicker. And we're also seeing kind of more sporty sandals that have more of a sporty vibe. And all of this is really coming from, as we lived through the pandemic, our whole vibe of wanting to be comfortable. So we're seeing that another trend is comforting clothes. I'll speak to that then. But also our footwear. A lot of women, our feet aren't ready to go back into still or high, or even wear high heels. So a lot of this footbed, I think they're calling it the pillow foot or pillow or cloud. I think it's cloud. The cloud shoe is a big trend. The platform, because platform to be more comfortable because you have more support. And again, that sporty sandal that's kind of not a full sport sandal like a Teva, but they have that thick lug sole coming again from fall, where we had the thicker lug sole boots. So we're seeing some of that in sandals as well. Another thing in footwear is color. So we're seeing lots of color in your sandals, in your shoes. Ankle ties, like this orange one here, is another big trend. So as I said, almost everything is on trend. So whatever you like, I'm sure you'll find something that works for you. Let me jump over into the chat. Let me see if anybody. London. Hi, Pamela. Oh, thanks, Marshall. I don't know. I never do all that, but thank you so much for encouraging folks to like what you're hearing. If you send some or hearts, thumbs up, what have you. Indeed, I always forget to ask that, so thank you for that. If there are any questions, be sure to drop in the comment section. And so I will just keep on. So we touched on footwear, touched on color. What is the next one? We did that. Okay, so I mentioned the whole comfort, though the comfort coming. So it keeps on coming out, but we're still in the pandemic. So comfort vibe with living through the pandemic, right? We're not ready to give that up. Even if we are being more social now and we're meeting more people and going out, we still want to be comfortable. But we can be elevated and be comfortable. So what we're seeing is our clothing. Now, instead of sweats, we're seeing like a looser fit. So looser jeans, looser cut jeans. So wider leg, wide leg, palazzo pants. So straight leg jean cut, high waist, wide leg. All of that looseness really. And then also we're seeing shirts, we're seeing oversized blazers as well. I put a picture here. So we're not seeing as much that really tight and fitted short or cropped fitted blazer. It's much more of a oversized, loose, comfortable vibe. Okay, but then I also want to remind you, oversized doesn't mean sloppy and slouchy. It just means a little bit bigger, but you can still look very tailored and put together with an oversized vibe. Okay, and next here, with continuing on that theme, for pants, we are seeing more of a gentleman's. You'll see it referred to as a gentle style cut. So it's pants that are pleating. It's definitely more loose and a fuller leg, and similar to this green one, that more tailored pant then is definitely a vibe. And then cargo pants are trending again. They're slouchy, they're loose, they're comfortable. I put a few pictures here, and it's kind of loose vibe. Now, I'm not saying you have to have your entire midsection out. This was just, I just wanted to show the vibe of the cargo pants. You know, it's looser. It's just kind of that relaxed vibe. Cargo pants. Okay. And all of the trends so far, I like. I would rock. I'm rocking the cutouts. I'm definitely rocking color. If you've been following me for a while, you know that I love color. I encourage clients to wear color, especially if you're showing up virtually. I have on white today. But when you're showing up virtually for your calls, hybrid calls, sorry, your virtual calls, wearing color does so much for your face. It makes you look awake. It brightens you up. You're memorable to your events. So wearing colors is a great. The next trend. Oops. Oh, here we go. Yeah, the next trend is the micro mini. Let's say that again. The micro mini. So not just a mini, but micro mini. And I have to tell you, this is one trend I will not be participating in. And the reason, there's nothing appealing about the micro mini for me. For me personally, I've styled of it. That's their vibe. That's their jam. But so the micro mini is quite micro. It's very short. You see it here again in this green one, very short. The reason I'm not vibing with it is just that I'd be too concerned that if I move, if I sneeze, if I stretch, I'd be exposing myself, right? So I may participate in a mini and wear a mini skirt, but it won't be a micro mini. It'll be maybe just above my knee. But a mini isn't really something that I've ever really enjoyed wearing. I love wearing long maxi dresses and summer skirt, maxi dresses, midi dresses. So the mini really hasn't been a part of my style and what I like. But for sure, if it is yours, there are so many options. So the micro mini is one I'm going to just watch from the sideline, and I will not participate in that. Well, I say not, but nothing is, I always say you just never know. But for right now, I'm not feeling the micro mini. Let's see. What about for work in corporate? So in corporate, you can wear several of these trends are great for corporate. So the oversized trend, oversized blazer, more loose pants, or the gentleman's pant for corporate. I've styled, especially when I'm styling. Well, all of my clients know it's really looking for help to create hybrid closets and remote working. So you still want to show up well on camera, but you want to be able to wear things to the office. So the oversized trend is just fine. You're not going to be restricted. You're going to still be comfortable. Look for fabrics that have some stretch for you. But Deirdre, the oversized trend is fine. And it really, and I can't give a general guidance for all industries because every industry is different. Every office culture is different in terms of what's acceptable, what they want to see you wearing. So I think it's important to kind of get a gauge on that and work from that point. But there's so many options now for hybrid and for corporate. LinkedIn user, who you are. Hi from Florida. Thank you. So I think you have to let Restream know who you are. Pamela, hi, I'm a bit scared. Oh, I think I can show these, can't I? Perfect. Yes, I was using another platform before. So Pamela says, I'm a bit scared of the looser fit as it can make me look bigger. What would you suggest? This is a very good question. And I hear this from clients as well. The thing with when you're doing the oversized, you don't want everything to be oversized. Like when I say that, you don't want a big oversized jacket, a shirt, and then oversized pants. You run the risk, as Pamela points out, of looking either, you can look frumpy, you look like bigger, you can look sloppy. So what I suggest, usually I like to work with proportions, and I'm going to post something about this next week. But if you're doing an oversized jacket, wear a slimmer fit pant so that it will still it keeps the outfit interesting, but then also you don't look big. If you're wearing a looser pant, you still can do a and when I say looser, maybe not a palazzo pants, but maybe a straight leg pant. And you can still wear an oversized jacket. No, oversized doesn't mean you're going up 3 sizes, right? You can get your size, buy your size in an, and it gives you just enough extra room for you to still on trend. So that's what I would suggest, Pamela, to look at your proportions. If you're big on one area, like if you're wearing a big top, try to get the bottom to be a little bit more slender. That gives you that's a great look. What else do we have here? Love cargo pants. You know, cargo pants is not something that I have worn much of, just because I don't know why, really. But yeah, they are definitely here. You can find them in all price points, and even for the office. So this is even relating to Deirdre's question. A lot of these things that I'm talking about are things that you can wear to the office. Maybe not the cutout. That's probably what I wouldn't do. And again, it depends on your office and the office vibe. But cargo pants, they're cargo pants that just have the pockets on the side. I posted a video here on LinkedIn, I think earlier this week, and it was a pair of pants from Banana Republic, black pants in great material. So in like work pant material, but it had like a jogger leg, a jogger hem or foot, jogger ankle, sorry. And it had a cargo pocket on the side, but that you can wear that to work if you're, again, probably not if in your government. Those industries tend to be much formal, but for industries that maybe are more creative and not as formal, you could definitely wear that. And if you don't like the jogger ankle, I bought the similar pant at Banana Republic. So it's loose fit again. You have the cargo detail at the side, but it was a straight leg pant, right? So, and it's comfortable. And again, depending on your office culture and what's appropriate, you can definitely rock that. And so just check through my posts and you'll see that video where I made it really look work appropriate. I'd say for most offices now, most employers, again, probably not government law, accounting, some of the more formal ones, but most of the other employers have scaled back being a formal work environment. They're allowing a much more comfortable wear. So, you know, I'm sure that could pass, or not pass, that would be acceptable. Whoever, anything. Okay, I think I'm caught up on my comments, and I believe I have a few more trends to go. Do I? Oh no, I think that was it. So let me do a quick recap. So we talked about the micro mini as a trend. And again, if that's your vibe, I just wanted to fully share what the trends are, not necessarily that you're going to necessarily wear them to the work or at all, depending on your lifestyle. But the micro mini is a trend. We have the loose pant, again, coming back from being home and wanting to be comfortable in the office, if we're going to the office. So the cargo pant and what we're calling gentleman's pants. Pant, that's still loose. That's a trend. Oversized, so oversized pants, oversized blazers, oversized shirts, all coming from, again, our want and a need to remain comfortable. Color and color blocking, and don't be afraid of your color blocking. It can be quite interesting, and I encourage you to play in your closet at home and see, you know, what you like. Orange and purple and red, yellow and orange, yellow and green, yellow and blue. There are so many. I think color can go other color. So I encourage you to give bold, vibrant colors a try. And you know, if that's not if you're more of a neutral person, you love to wear neutrals. Nothing wrong with neutrals, because I love a neutral too. And if you really want to participate in that color, to wear more color, start small. Maybe you try a shoe in a color and you add that to your more neutral outfit. Maybe you try a belt, or maybe you just try just a top, but you keep everything else neutral, right? Those just take small steps until you get so many compliments, because you will, when you start wearing color, you'll get compliments about how it brightens up your face. It makes you look alive. So I encourage you to do that. And then color blocking is going here. Green shoes and a bright blue dress. I loved it, rocked it, and it was just fine. Another trend, okay, this is all color. We talked about that. Shoes, every end of the spectrum, from platforms to minimal shoes and everything in between. I have the cutouts. Strategically placed cutouts can be very, they're nice, they're interesting. I probably wouldn't do this for work I'm thinking of a more professional space, but then it also depends where the cutout is. I included a top with a cutout for a client I recently did, but the back of the top was cut out. So she's going to wear it with a blazer. So she works in a very creative industry. She works in fashion, in retail actually. So she still wanted to be edgy, still wanted to be funky, but she's a senior director. So there needed to be some type of, just a little bit elevated. So it had a cutout back. It was a black top. I paired it with pink pants, and then she's going to wear a white blazer with it. And then when she goes out for cocktails later, she just backs off the jacket and she has a very nice top with a cutout. So think about wearing your pieces that way. And I think that is it. That rounds out, where are we? Rounds out my trends. Michelle Griffin, yes, I like cargo on a lady for, oh, that was Michelle. Okay, I couldn't see who it was. Fantastic. Loose pants. Yeah, loose pants, good Saturday or Sunday. Marshall, you can, even for work, I have a pair of tailored pants. They have more structure. They have the pleats, but they're loose. The leg is loose. It's not that fitted tailored, because nobody wants to go back to the office now and feel very restricted. So having a loose pant, fabric is important. So think about fabrics that have stretch. And there you have it. If there are any other questions, and I wanted to show this too. If there's stuff that I post that you want links for, you want to buy, follow me on. There's an app that I use called LTK, and so I post all of my outfits there, or things that I find. And hopefully you can see this, but it's something like this. I'll post the different outfits or the shoes, and it's linked right away, so you can go right to the item. Oh, and I put it here, but I need to change my graphics for next time and put them on this side. Sorry, guys, but I hope it worked out okay. But the app is called LTK, like to know it. And so outfits and things that I like and that I suggest are posted there with the links directly to the retailer. So if you're interested, you can always shop my LTK. I have a blog. So if there's, and I cover tons of topics. Let's hide this. All kinds of topics, all kinds of conversations happen on my blog. And it's Let's Get Dressed Now. That's my website. And then also my newsletter called Style Files. It drops every other week. Always sharing fun stuff, style tips, answering customer questions there as well. So follow me, join me. I'm always happy to chat style and how you can use your style to level up. Let's see. Oh, Marcello, wow, you're awesome. Thank you so much. Yes. That's it. You learned a lot. Yeah, the cutouts. Yeah, the cutouts with the cutouts of fabric. Well, good. I don't see any questions, so I will say goodbye. And yeah, reach out to me, send me a message if I didn't cover something, or if you think of something after. Pamela, great. I'm glad. I'm glad that you enjoyed. That's it. Thanks, everyone. You take care. Bye. Marcello, thank you so much. My gosh, you've been amazing. Thanks for having me. You dropped my website there as well. Yes, letsgetdressednow.com and shop LTK. Thanks, everyone. Have a good weekend. Bye-bye.